Hi everybody, welcome to this video and to this YouTube channel. This is my sketchbook tour video, and if you can believe it, this is actually my first sketchbook ever. I mean, I know in the sense as the modern sketchbooks are presented, I've had like notebooks and chits and stuff where I've always done my paintings and stuff, or just like jotted down ideas and everything. But like the concept of the modern sketchbook was really introduced to me by YouTube, and in that sense, this was my first. So I left like a few pages in the beginning, blank because it's scary, and the first page actually that painted was not really my first page. So and it's also not one of my first piece. Um, it's also not one of my favorite pieces either. But I did try with these sketch pens that I got, and they bleed a lot. So this is my actual first page that I actually did. Um, I didn't know where to start, but I was super into colors and stencils and stamping with a little words. So I really like this piece. This is one of my better pieces. I was really into heavy media back then in that phase. So you can see I've put a lot of stencils and a lot of heavy media and a lot of color. I really do like this. It says, "Don't let anyone dull your sparkle." Oh, this is one of my favorite pieces. It's very minimalistic, but I really enjoy making this. It's "I'm tough, but I'm no cookie" from American Horror Story. Lana Banana. All you people fans know what it is. This is also one of my nicer pieces. I really liked it. Um, I don't know what else to say there is about this, but yeah, heavy media. There's thread I've used that signifies kind of the words that come out. It was a good process. I enjoyed all the textures and the colors. This is a piece out of a magazine. I really liked it. I just scribbled some, you know, abstract things next to it. But I mean, that's what a sketchbook has to be. In the beginning, I got really caught up with what a sketchbook needs to be and what it needs to look like. Because I used to see all of these YouTubers with such complicated, pretty looking sketchbooks. But pages like these, um, I really like. This page is just totally dedicated to textures. There are two textures going on the left side, and the right side, actually, the texture is mostly glue, if you can believe it. I wanted to see if it works, and it kind of did. Not bad, actually. So the left side, these are two separate pieces. The left side of the piece says predictable. I really enjoyed this piece. I mean, this is one of the more traditional scrapbooking ish. I used a lot of layers, a lot of colors, stamps, and such, inks, and all that. I really enjoy, and earth tones are my absolute favorite. This one was just straight up out of I think, a Tumblr photo or something. Basically, I just needed an excuse to use that stamp, the music stamp. So, yeah. This one is also a piece. I struggled with this eye so much that I decided to just leave it blank. I know it's lazy, but I really like the message that says "Say my name" because I don't know. I really like it. I really cannot draw hands, but for the life of me, I cannot draw hands. But this is just an idea that came to me, so I decided to do something about it, even if it's not perfect. But I initially thought of it like a portrait way, but I think this also looks kind of good. Like, I cannot decide. This is again two different pieces. The left one says feminist and unapologetic. Oh, I cannot talk. It says feminist and unapologetic. And I cut out the stencil myself, both of them. And I like the silhouette ish, like the opposite negative silhouette. I don't know. I enjoyed making the pose and everything. It was nice. This again, just textures. It's hard for you to see, but there's like a leaf texture going on in the middle, but it's a failed piece. So moving on. So this piece it made me realize why you should not use heavy media on a sketchbook, which I obviously did not know. And all of those pages stuck together and they tore apart. But weirdly, it made a face, as you can see, like those two eyes and nose and kind of a mouth. So I just kind of let it be. It's art on its own. But yeah, I did not use so much heavy media after this, I guess. So this piece is actually a little blue inspired, and I never really figured out what to do with this figure that I made. I never really stuck it, although even I'm pretty sure it should be here, but kind of didn't fit too well, so I didn't stick it. But I did enjoy all the textures and patterns. This is the first diary entry that I actually posted on YouTube. I made a video on it on my phone and everything. It was all very dramatic, but I really liked this piece. I enjoyed making it. This is one of my favorite pieces in the sketchbook. I was going through a lot at that time. This was actually one of my Inktober pieces, and damn, I was under a lot of stress at that point. My midterms were there, and I just like gathered up a bunch of colors and I let loose completely. I did not really care about anything. I just painted on it, and it turned out beautifully. So this is one of those pages. This is also one of my Inktober, when you're just completely overwhelmed, stressed out, and completely blocked, and just let your hand flow through freely. This is few head posture sketches that I did. Nothing too crazy. And this is a page full of tape. That's it. Cool stuff. This is all the Pinterest line work. I got into line work in Pinterest, and it was a lot. So I picked out what I wanted, what I liked, and I just drew them on. I should have put something above it. This is also one of the first pieces I think I made a video on or posted on Instagram or something. But yeah, it's a fairly simple piece. I think this is the first time I actually got my water pen, so I wanted to try that. So yeah, sometimes it is like that. I don't know much to say about this pieces. Self-explanatory. Okay, these two pieces, I made a whole stencil for that rose that you see. I wanted to do that. It was nice. I really like making stencils. The other one says love is love. Yeah, I was having trouble just flipping the pages. I do not know how to draw hands, like, at all. I just don't. Cannot do. Moving on. This is also one of my more liked pieces. I like that the textures are very kind of realistic and the crystals are very 2D. I think that was one of the pieces. I enjoyed that thing about this piece. That the thing that should be 3D looks absolutely 2D. This is just basic line work. It says, I will walk 500 miles and I will walk 500 more, based on the song. It's an inside joke, but I really, really enjoy it. This is when I got my sketches, like my sketch pens, you would say. Not really Copics, but kind of like alcohol markers, and I did not know how to use them. So it bled. It was a big surprise to me that it bled, and I did not know what to do about it. This is a famous, I think, Tumblr or Pinterest photo. In the red just kept bleeding. I just did not know what to do with it, so I um, tried to incorporate the new sketches and try to do something with it. This page is blank just because. Oh, okay. So this is a diary entry with that I made, that I went out to the hills with my friends in June. It was an amazing experience, and I stuck some photos, wrote some things, doodled, and this brings back almost all the memories. I drew them chronologically so that I can remember exactly what happened. And I doodled on this photograph, these two, and I drew this paragliding and this cute dog that we met up there. And the hills is just as we saw it. We saw the sunset and the sunrise. It was beautiful. This is the painting that I made right next to the photo. So when we got up to the hill, we saw a double rainbow, but we couldn't capture it on film, obviously. But I wanted to make sure people know that we were looking at the rainbow, all of us. I got this idea actually from Minnie Small. I saw one of her similar kind of entries, and I really got inspired, and I did this. I'm holding up a beautiful twine. I know it's not really visible, but yeah, it's there. More adventures with the sketch markers. I do like this piece. It's like shows the light in a nice way, I guess. And this is the bled out page. So this is one of my most liked pieces. So what I wrote on the right is "the anticipation is killing me." It was when I was waiting for my laptop. So yeah, I just wrote that down. But this pages of leaves I really, really enjoyed. Autumn leaves, my favorite. This is a blank page, just I don't know. Okay, so this one went through a lot of changes. This is a famous kind of a painting, I think on Tumblr or somewhere. But went through a lot of changes. I made it through markers, and it did not turn out as impressive as it needed to be. And so yeah, that's charcoal all over my hands. I used charcoal. I used white gel pen and lots of things, but I liked the end process. I mean, the end result. This is kind of the same, yeah, same girl in like a different way. And that just says spiraling down. I was going through something, clearly. Yeah, so I really like this, the left side of the page. Just drawing it, and yeah, on the right side, I cannot draw hands. I just cannot. But yeah, the left side, I really like the various iterations of the same face. I enjoyed just like working with two colors. This was when I was depending on music way too much. The right one just says green. I don't know what to say about these pieces. It's just there. Another blank page. Yeah, so this is me trying to draw hands, but because I cannot draw them, I try to study, the various shadows and stuff. but I kind of like how broken and crooked they turned out to be. uh, I mean, I don't hate this. I would like to actually seriously draw hands, but that's it for this sketchbook tour. Please like, comment, subscribe, and everything down there. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.